Hey, what's up, you guys? So first things first, ignore that stuff. It, oh, I'll just go ahead and take this off. I went to Maryland over the weekend to see Shelby, and I did my clothes, like washed them and everything, and so I kind of just unpacked them on the bed this morning because, oh my god, I overslept, and I was almost late to work. I was freaking out. But so this morning I was not like worried about what the bed looked like whenever I was trying to get dressed and find something to wear. So okay, so let me think. Okay, so I'm trying to think of what this vlog's gonna be about. So in my last vlog that's on my channel, I like at the very end I try to put like what the next vlog, which was gonna be this one, is going to include, but I'm not bright all the time, and whenever I got this new phone, and I like deleted a whole bunch of stuff so that it would upload to the cloud, because my cloud storage, I like had no cloud storage, so I was having to do like little bits and pieces at a time. So I went through and I deleted a whole bunch of videos that I thought I'd already put into a YouTube video, and I didn't. So the last video uploaded to my channel said that this video is going to be about OCMA and how we won a bunch of awards. But I lost the footage, so this next video, this current video that you're watching, is just gonna be, I don't even know, maybe an update. I guess I'll do an update video. Let me get situated. Okay. Hi. I am currently in my apartment in Washington, D.C. I am across the street from the Library of Congress. I am here for the summer for an internship. So, I can't really tell you what my internship is about, but I'm working for the government, and I'm doing so many incredible things. It's mind-blowing, but that's why I'm here. My first week in DC was the worst week that I've had probably in a good year or two. Leaving Durant, right, and then getting home and seeing my family, my friends, and everybody, in like having to squish it into like a week and a half, 2 weeks, I think, and then just having to like turn right around and head to DC was insane. I ended up missing a flight. I almost missed 2 flights, actually. Funny story, but almost missed 2 flights that day. Finally made it to DC, got into my hotel room. Then all of a sudden something clicked and I was petrified of the city. I didn't want to go out of my hotel room. I didn't want to leave this apartment once I finally got here. That's a long story. Oh my god. It was insane. So, okay, so I got off of, I'm refilming this now. I'm retelling this story because I've already filmed this story 2 weeks ago whenever it was happening, and I was in such a negative headspace. I think I cried in that video, if I'm being honest. I was real emotional. I was having to leave my dog, Millie, and it was a lot happening at once. So I like got to my hotel, spent the night there because no one was gonna be there to check me into this apartment complex. And the next day I woke up at like 9 something and went to come here to the location of my apartment where I thought I was supposed to check in at, because they didn't give me another address to check in at. And I started knocking on doors and ringing doorbells and like pressing the little button that you can like talk to this thing right here is a speaker intercom to the outside door. I was pressing all of those, freaking out because, and I had like my two suitcases, which were 65 pounds and like 55, so it was like 60 something pound bags, 2 of them, and it was really hot, and I don't usually sweat, or okay, I didn't sweat when I lived in Georgia, and then I moved to Oklahoma where it's less humid, so you're more likely to sweat in low humidity areas. So I started to sweat when I lived in Oklahoma, but then I moved to DC and I was sweating. I was soaked. It was gross. I didn't like it, so I was upset. And I was by myself. My mom, nobody was able to come with me, so I was all doing it by myself. And anyway, I get to this apartment, and then I found out I had to go like a mile and something that way to get to the check-in center to get my key, just to turn around and come all the way back here. But I couldn't just leave my luggage on the street, so then I had to download Uber, which I'd never taken an Uber before. Lie. I took, pretty sure it was Uber. Took an Uber with Emily in Dallas at a concert, but I've never taken an Uber by myself, so then I called my mom and I was like, stay on the phone with me while I'm in this Uber. Like I said, my mindset, I was petrified to be out of a building. I was like terrified to be in the street walking my suitcases down the street. I was terrified on the subway or metro. I was like scared. I was like panicking the whole time, looking around like I was a crazy person. Then I get over there, I check in, I get back to this apartment, and my key isn't working, and it had rained that morning, but I sat down on the front steps of this place, in front of door number 1, and just kind of started crying because I couldn't get into the apartment. And a bunch of people were walking by, and I was like so embarrassed and all that good stuff. And then my friend Shelby, who lives in Maryland, who I went and saw this past weekend, she calls me and she's like, hey, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm crying on the street, like, oh my God, I'm not having a good time. And she's like, well, I'm on your street, I'm coming to help. And so she came all the way from Maryland to surprise me and help me get into my, she used the key and it worked immediately. First time, and let her in. And I was like, I wanted to like scream at her, but then I also wanted to hug her because I was in the apartment, like, whew, it was a roller coaster of emotions. And then what else? Oh, okay. So then we come up to my apartment, this thing, and then I realized I was the first of the 2 roommates to get here, and I was like, sweet, I get to pick which bed I get and stuff. But the whole time I didn't know when my roommate was gonna show up. I found out she's not showing up till the end of the month, so I have a whole month like by myself, which made me happy because I got to like relax and stuff. But it also made me sad because I thought I was gonna have an automatic roommate, like friend, buddy, pal, to do all this kind of stuff with. So that played a role in my first week being really sad. And then anyway, so me and Shelby went to the store and bought groceries and stuff for my bathroom because I didn't bring any like shampoo or any bathroom stuff. And then Shelby had to leave, and then from then on I didn't leave my apartment for that whole weekend, the rest of it. And then I started school or the internship on a Wednesday, and then internship was not my favorite thing in the world. First couple of days I felt like useless because we didn't really do much. They kept teaching us how to do stuff, but then they were like, okay, you'll use that later. So I was like, I didn't really know what I was doing. I felt very not great. And then that weekend went by, and I literally, every night I would come home and cry. Like from the time I got home from the internship until I like went to bed, I was like crying. If I talked to someone that like from Georgia or Oklahoma like on the phone, I'd hang up and I'd cry. Or my mom keeps sending me pictures and videos of Millie, and I keep crying because I miss Millie so much, like so much. So, you know, I went from like taking care of her every single day to like not being around her, and I didn't realize how much. So I've always said she's like my emotional support animal or whatever, but she's not like certified or anything, and just would say that, but like she genuinely helps keep me calm. I didn't realize how much until this trip. Yeah, I didn't realize how much, like, interacting with her whenever I get home and she's like so happy to see me and just loving on me and all this stuff and like cuddling and just laying on me and just being around, I guess, is more comforting than I ever like realized. So I miss her a lot. What else? Anyway, first week, trash. Like, cried the whole time. I was ticked that the internship wasn't what I expected it to be. I felt like I was wasting my time. I felt like I was like gonna waste my whole summer crying. Like, I was ticked. And I don't know what happened. I think I had prayed so hard, like, over the weekend. I was like, God, just like give me the right mindset. I'm so ready to just stop crying. I don't want to cry anymore. I don't want to be unhappy. I want to be happy. I want to take this opportunity and have the best summer and make the most connections and just do something. Like, I just, like, I prayed so hard. I was on my knees, like, I was praying. And then Sunday morning I woke up and I was like, okay, we're doing something today. So then it was like a little baby step, but I got dressed, I put my makeup on, because I haven't done makeup in a long time. I've been trying to like clean and clear my skin. It's not doing too well on my chin and stuff, but I found out that's because your chin is where you break out if you're stressing. So hence the chin breakouts. But so anyway, I haven't worn makeup in a long time, so I got up, I did my makeup, I put some lashes on, like I felt real good. And then I was like, okay, good start. And then I went down the street, there's a little park, and I went down the street and I got my laptop and I started typing away on my laptop about what a crummy week I'd had, right? I wanted to get it all out, get it on paper, and just get it out of my brain, because I felt like if I got it in words on paper somewhere, I wouldn't be thinking about it anymore. And it was so therapeutic. Highly recommend that to anyone that's dealing with stuff. You hear people say all the time that you need to like journal or diary or like write your thoughts down, and I am 100% in agreement with that. It's my mommy. Do it, like write it down. Doesn't matter what you write, really. Just write it down, because I wrote, I think it ended up being 12 pages, Microsoft 12-point font, single spaced, 12 pages, and after that I felt better. I'm not scared to go outside anymore. I'm not as scared to go outside anymore. I'm Megan, so I'm gonna be scared of the world anyway, but I've been going outside. So and I say going outside as in like venturing out, going into the city, like seeing things, right? I don't mean like I'm scared to step a foot out. Oh, okay. Anyway, so update. What else? I feel so pretty right now. Anyway. Oh, okay. So my favorite moment so far in DC has got to be the Lincoln Memorial. So as part of the internship, I get assignments to do every week from my superiors. And so one of my assignments was to photograph. So I went out and I decided my first assignment was free range, photograph whatever you want. So I just wanted to photograph something that I love, right? And I know the one thing that I I love two things in DC. I love my dad's wall, the National Law Enforcement Memorial Wall is what I think it's called. It's in Judiciary Square. You guys should check it out if you're in DC. It's pretty lit. Not a lot of people know about it because they're just cops. But I love being at that memorial. I don't feel like my dad's there necessarily. like, I feel like my dad is with me everywhere. It's kind of a weird little thing, but like, there's like oh, that's crazy. So I was gonna tell you guys that there's like, not folklore or whatever, but there's like a saying that cardinals, like red cardinals, are symbolizing a loved one or whatever on the other side is like near or like paying attention or watching over you. So I see cardinals all the time, literally all the time, and it's usually whenever I'm like super stressed out or like having a really hard day. I'll walk out and there will be a cardinal like sitting on a bush or something. So that's kind of the symbol that I take as being my dad. So 2 of them just flew literally from the tree that way as I was explaining it. But that being said, I love the memorial wall. It's a great place to just go and chill. The other day I went there, it was my hard week. I sat there and I cried for a good hour and a half. Busfuls of what are they called? Middle schoolers? Little 8th graders kept getting off these buses and like walking through and stuff to go see it, and I was sitting on the ground by my dad's name crying, so that was fun. And then I took pictures there, but for the assignment, you guys, if you don't know, I love Abraham Lincoln. Don't know really why. It started in 6th grade, and one of the freaking coolest things ever, y'all. If you have not been, you need to go to the Smithsonian of American History and something. No, wait. One of the Smithsonians. I don't remember which one. It's been a couple years, but they have Abraham Lincoln's hat. Like his legit hat. Like, it's so cool. Sorry. I came on a field trip. Not field trip. It was a weekend little trip, but I came on a trip with the young Republicans in high school, and I saw his hat and I was blown away. I was like, oh my god, like it was so cool. Anyway, I love Abraham Lincoln. So I went to the Lincoln Memorial, and I wanted to do something creative because I was like, I see a lot of pictures from like the Lincoln Memorial and it's always Abe, you know. But I was looking on Instagram for inspiration, and there was some really, really cool pictures looking through the columns down the side of it, all the way down the mall to the Washington Monument. So I tried taking pictures like that. I didn't love them. They weren't, when you try to actually like recreate or copy someone's work, it ends up, for me at least, it ends up not being as cool or looking as good, and so then you don't feel as good about it because it's not like your work, you know. So then I just started taking random pictures. A plane flew by from Ronald Reagan, I'm guessing, and I was like, ooh, took the picture. I don't think I can put it up here, but it was the freaking coolest picture. I was like, yay. And then I don't know if it was prom or what it was, but there were like teenagers there, all in like beautiful elegant gowns. The guys were in tuxes, they were in like pairs and like couples and stuff, and they were all down in the front, but a couple of them had like come up and were on the back of the thing trying to take pictures, like cute little group friend pictures or whatever. And I was like, hey, this is a kind of a weird question, can I take some photos of you guys doing your thing, being candid, for a photo assignment that I've got going? And they were like, oh my god, yeah. They ended up being my favorite pictures. Like, they were so pretty. Just like seeing them like laughing and like twirling and doing all the stuff they were doing, they turned out really good. So I did that, and then I had planned to stay there because the monuments at night are, or monuments, memorials, whatever they are, they're all different, at night are incredible. Like, totally different thing going. So I was gonna stay there until it got dark, but it was like 7 and it wasn't gonna get dark until like 9. So then I walked down all the way down the mall to the Washington Monument, and before I got to the Washington, I was at the World War, I'm so sorry, I don't remember what that one's called. It's a war memorial, but it's the one, and it's got the Atlantic and the Pacific, and then it's got all the states and countries or whatever around the sides, and then in the middle it's got the fountains in the middle. That's the fountain of memorial, and I sat there and just like watched people. I love to people watch. I find it so entertaining and interesting to just see how people act when they don't realize someone's watching them. I know that's kind of creepy, but hi. I was watching people, and I was just like looking at the monument, looking at it, and like reading all the stuff, and of course taking pictures. And then there ended up being, I was about to leave because it was really dark, and you know, still scared to be outside in the dark and stuff. And so I went to leave, and there was a woman, and she had a pig, and I was like, oh my god. I said, ma'am, can I please take a picture of your pig? And she was like, yeah, sure. Well, as soon as I squat down, these 2 little kids, had to be like 3 and 4, 4 and 5, they were a little bit older, 4 and 5 years old, come over, little boy, little girl, like cutest little American little kids, and they're like, can we pet your pig? And so I was like, yes, pet the pig, and I was like taking pictures of them petting the pig and stuff. Oh my god, turned out so adorable. So that was probably my happiest moment in DC. Like, just that whole night was really good. I got really bad blisters on my ankles. For sure was feeling the pain. Yeah. Anyway, and then had a whole another week of work, internship, whatever. And then I went to Shelby's this weekend. I got to ride the train. I rode the Amtrak there, and I rode the Mark back. The Mark is so much cheaper. The Mark was $6 for the ride back, and the Amtrak was $20. So if you're ever in Maryland, you should ride the Mark instead. And I got up there, and we hung out in the pool. A bunch of our friends and stuff all came over, and we all partied and stuff, and it was fun. Yeah, missed her. And then I came back last night, and then I was late for work or almost. I got in the door at 9:02. So what else? I feel like so much has happened since my birthday. Oh my god. Oh, another quick update. Almost failed my classes. That's not cool, but I'm so ready to start school back. Like, I'm so pumped for fall. It's insane. I've never been, okay, I almost said a lie there. I used to be such a little nerd. Like, I love school. School is the best. And then you guys know that I have like an obsession with, what is it called? Stationery, school supplies. Love it. Near and dear to my heart. I buy it every year of college, even though I don't need it. What was I talking about? Oh, can't wait to start school back, because I'm ready to kick senior year's butt, okay? I'm so excited to be a good student for the first time. I'm so ready to be a good student again. I am so ready to prove my professors. So I had some, I had all the professors I had this semester I've had before, and they've seen me make, A's and high B's, right? That was where my like grades were. This past year, we're not even gonna get into it, but it was bad. And so they've seen me at my high, and they've seen me at my low, and I feel really bad that they were seeing me at my low, because they were giving me opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. And I felt like I was letting them down hardcore, about to cry. Oh my goodness. It was a really emotional semester and a half. It was a lot. And so, yeah, I'm just so ready to be back and just to do well so that I can thank them for not judging me for my bad behavior and stuff like that, my bad habits that I had last semester. Anyway, I'm just so excited for school to start back. And then my sorority, I've got so many ideas that I want to like do for the sorority and like interaction on campus and like in the community and like so much with that. And so I'm ready to do that. And then, you know, I've got newspaper and magazine. I'm ready to just knock those out of the park. Magazine, we are gonna do some magazine this year, and it's not gonna be all crammed into little spring semester. We're doing it all year because that was bad. And then, you know, Student Media Society, so pumped for what we're gonna do with that this coming semester. We're really gonna knock that out of the park. Yeah, so I'm ready for fall. This is gonna be such a long video. Wow, so sorry guys. Oh, I guess I should kind of sum up what the last video was supposed to be. OCMA, Oklahoma Collegiate Media Association, the Southeastern newspaper, and the Holly So magazine for the calendar year of January 1 to December 31st of whatever year it is. Obviously it was 2018. We submitted a whole bunch of stuff from our catalog, or our stuff. We submitted our stuff to OCMA in January, and we got it back, the awards, in April. And that trip was awesome. We had so many more people than we have in the past, so that was really exciting. And we got a ton of awards, y'all. Like, I personally got 2 or 3 first place awards, and then 2 or 3 second place awards, and the Holly So did so good, and we got second place for overall newspaper online. So that was really, really encouraging because, you know, this past year we went from a print newspaper to an online digital newspaper. So having second overall out of all the colleges that came, you know, to OCMA, that felt really good. But yeah, so that was what that video was gonna say. And yeah, so that's about all I got to say for you on this one. This is a really long video. Hope you made it to the end. I don't really know what the next one's gonna be. It's probably going to be the national park trip. Basically, to sum up this video, I'm in DC and I had a rough start, but I'm really enjoying it now, and I can't wait to finish out this amazing internship opportunity and get everything I can out of it. But at the same time, I can't wait to be home, see my family, go to my cousin's go to my cousin's baby shower, and then head back to Durant and see all of my amazing friends and sisters in Durant. So yeah, that just about sums it up. I will keep you guys updated throughout the summer. I hope, I guess, fingers crossed that I get better at this YouTube thing. And I will see you guys in the next video. Oh. I don't remember who I was talking to, but they said something about somebody doing an outro in an old something. I don't really remember, but I have to start saying toodaloo at the end of my videos. So, toodaloo.